All right, we're back with the $20 challenge. Let's check out the results from last time. This week we got Dumpster Marcus. Let's do this.
Hey, it's Dumpster Marcus. I am here to beat Zach's ass on the $20 challenge. Thanks a lot, Zach, for having me a guest on your channel. All right, I went to Five Below. I got Metal Gear Rising, sealed. They're all brand new. I got Blaze Blue. I got Starhawk. And then I went to the local flea market. The one person had these. It was actually the dual pack for the PSP. It came with everything. Everything's complete, like brand new. It's a Twisted Metal Head-On and MotorStorm Arctic Edge. I just seen Metal Jesus had a thing on this, so I seen that and I was like, hell yeah. He was asking $5. I got it for $3. That's 18 bucks. And I was going to buy this for 20 bucks. This was going to be my $20 challenge item, but my friend had it, and he said, I went to meet him, went to give him the 20 bucks. He's like, nope, no, don't worry about it. I know you collect them. This is all yours. Sega Master System. It's like brand new. Really nice condition. It has all the manuals, the power cord, 2 controller, the phaser gun, and marksman shooting, trap shooting. And it came with this like case you put on it. It doesn't get dusty. So I was pumped on that. So come on, Zach, try to beat that.
All right, nice. Sega Master System, very cool. I've actually been playing a lot of Master System lately. I don't have the actual unit, but I do have a power base converter, so that's what I've been using. So very cool, very nice pickups. So let's get into the stuff that I found. I went to a flea market, my local flea market, the only one that's going now because it's cold and it's indoors. Anyway, the guy had a disc-only copy of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and he wanted $5 for it. I happened to have the case and the manual that I found in a dumpster back when I was diving all the time. So for $5, I was able to complete this. I don't think I'm actually going to play this one, though. I think I'm just going to play the one on the GameCube. At a Savers, back in the CD section, I found these 2 Pokemon Project Studios, the red version and the blue version. These actually get installed on the computer, and they're used to, it says make your own Pokemon cards, stickers, keychains, certificates, signs, tattoos, and much more. And these are also, just like the games, there's 81 of the 151 Pokemon in both of these, and when you buy both and put them together, you can actually do all 151. So both of these together were 99 cents, and they're in really nice shape, and I just love collecting this kind of stuff. One of the Goodwills I went to had this Nintendo 2DS bag in the glass case, and it was $10. I did have a $5 coupon, so this only cost me $5, and I was kind of curious of what could possibly be in here, for it only being $10. Anyway, so when they brought it out, I opened it up, and there was just a bunch of Game Boy Advance games in here. And these are all legitimate. None of these are bootlegs. And I only had one of these games, so that was pretty cool. The first one is All-Star Baseball 2003. This game took me forever to get going. I scrubbed this thing and cleaned it tons of times, and I finally got it going. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. I haven't played this one, but I feel like I like the Game Boy Advance ports of a lot of things, like some of the Harry Potter games. I don't know if I'd necessarily play them on a console, but I really like the Game Boy Advance ports of them. The Simpsons Road Rage, which is a clone of Crazy Taxi. SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants, another game I haven't played yet. And the last game that I didn't have was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So I remember my buddy playing this. It had to do with cards. I'm definitely going to start that soon. And then the only game I actually had in there was, and it's actually, in my opinion, the best game ever made. It's my favorite game of all time, and it's Final Fantasy VI Advance. So yeah, can't be. That's the Sword Dick pickup of the week right there. You just can't beat it. At one of the flea markets that I go to, I actually found this Boba Fett keychain. It talks. It's from Tiger, and it was 33 cents. So I love Boba Fett. For a while, he was my favorite character. I don't know if he still is, but he definitely kicks ass. At the same flea market, actually, I love Plants vs. Zombies. It's always been one of my favorite games. I love the art style in it. I just think it's such a quirky, fun, awesome game. And they actually had a comic book, graphic novel, whatever people are calling them these days. This is the Plants vs. Zombies Timepocalypse, and it's really funny. The artwork in it is great. This one's got a little, I don't know if it's water damage or what, but none of the pages are damaged. They're just kind of bent. And the artwork looks great. The story's funny. It's just quirky. I don't know. It's cool. And I'm a big fan of the series, so that was pretty awesome. That was $1. Last two things I got here. I've been wanting to play this for a while. I didn't care what system I got it on. I know it was on Xbox. I'm not sure what else was on. But this is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast for the PSP. This cost me $4.50. And now that PSP games and Nintendo DS games I'm finding them a lot more card-only or disc-only. When they're complete and in really nice shape, I'm definitely inclined to pay a little more for them. So $4.50, I was totally fine with that. I'm probably going to put this in as soon as I'm done filming here. And lastly, last pickup I have, and also the tip of the week, this has to do with sports games. There are not too many, but there's a bit of sports games that are actually worth more than just nothing. This happens to be one of them. I went to a Savers and there was a stack of cheap games that somebody probably thought already got picked through, or no one decided to look through, because one of them was literally just all sports games, basketball and baseball and all kinds of stuff. But there was one NES game that I didn't have, and that was Bases Loaded 4, and this was $2.99. And, I mean, in my opinion, anytime you see a stack of any games, don't assume it's picked through. I mean, I would just look through it. If you go into a store and you see a stack of games, go through it anyway. But this was a stack that was all sports, and apparently no one decided to go through it, so I did. And, yeah, so there's games that are sports games that are uncommon, that are good. I mean, obviously there's good sports games. NBA Jam, I think, is the best sports game ever made. Bases Loaded 4 is one that's uncommon also, and it's the only one I didn't have out of the NES ones. So yeah, always check the sports games, check the stacks, and just look through them. Don't assume they're picked through. Okay, so that's the stuff I got. Leave a comment down below who got better stuff from your dumpster. Marcus, he got really nice stuff this week. And then we're gonna check out what I've been listening to, reading, and what I've been playing. To go on with the pickup I showed you earlier, I've been playing the Plants vs. Zombies on the DS. I finished this. I beat this game back when it came out on the PC years and years ago, and I always loved it. I just love the animation, and it's so funny looking and cool and quirky, and it's just great. I've always loved this. This version is excellent too, and I'm surprised it plays so well on the DS. The only thing I don't like is some of the extra missions after you beat the game. Some of them involve like blowing into the microphone, and I hate all that kind of stuff, blowing into the microphone, using the Wiimote for stupid things. I hate all that kind of stuff, so I wasn't impressed with that. But in general, this is an excellent version of Plants vs. Zombies, and when you see it, pick it up. It's really, really good. I read Beautiful You by Chuck Palahniuk. I think he thought this was a lot funnier premise than it actually is. This is about women being addicted, like really addicted to their sex toys, and they like stop leaving the house, and how the world changes because of it. This is not anywhere near his best book, but it's not necessarily his worst book either. If you're going to start reading any Palahniuk books, the 5 I would recommend, like Fight Club, Invisible Monsters, Survivor, Damned, and Rant. So those are the top five I think that he's ever written, and they're really good. This one, I would say, if you've ever read his stuff or if you like him, then you could check this out. There's one scene where 2 girls are in a bathroom stall together, and I give props to Palahniuk on that because I thought it was pretty cool. But in general, it's forgettable. Most of his stuff has been lately. And as far as what I've been listening to, this is one of my favorite recordings of all time. This is brand new. That's the name of the band. This is Deja Entendu, and this is their second recording after Your Favorite Weapon. Your Favorite Weapon was more of like a poppy punk record. This is a kind of a dark rock record. Everything about this recording I think is perfect. Personally, I give this a 10 out of 10. It's amazing. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's absolutely just perfect in my opinion. I do not recommend this record though, because this recording is just under 50 minutes, and they put this on a double vinyl. So you actually have to flip this from A to B, move the record, put the new record on, flip it from C to D, and then you'd have to change it again if you wanted to listen to it again. So if you want to listen to this, I recommend just buying the CD or just listening to it on YouTube. But I listen to this pretty much at least once a day. It's just really, really good. So there you go. It's a $20 challenge for this week. I'll have something set up with another person on YouTube or just someone around here soon. So leave your comments below, and as always, stay nerdy.
I got a raging nerd on.